Hello gentlemen, this is Showman from Oil and Gas Field Quality Control. Today is the second part of the sour service special requirements. When you purchase a welding consumable which is intended for sour service, special requirements, also international standards need some more strict requirement for welding consumable. So let us see what is so special on that. Now, welding consumable for sour service requirement. There are some specific requirement when you purchase welding consumable, so be careful before ordering this welding consumable for sour service. Sour service welding procedure test coupon needs to be impact tested. Dissimilar metal welding are not permitted for any welds exposed to sour service. Welds in clad system are acceptable only if DMW interface with ferritic steel is not in contact with the sour fluid. DMW is permitted for non-sour hydrocarbon service if made with a nickel-based consumable. Austenitic stainless steel consumable may be used only for the applications I will tell you now, and maximum design temperature is below 300 degrees centigrade. Number 1, for external structural attachments like pipe supports, non-sour or non-hydrocarbon services. Hydrogen addition in the shielding gas is not permitted for dissimilar metal welding. Filler metal conforming to ER70S6 shall not be used with GTAW process of sour service. If you want to use, you have no way to avoid this ER70S6. It has to be used with GTAW process for sour service. The chemistry of the wire shall not exceed the requirement of NACE SP0472. You see, carbon maximum 0.1%, manganese 1.60, and silicon is 1.00% maximum. Filler metal or deposit chemistries conforming to A number 2, ASME section 9. Carbon is 0.5%, molybdenum 7010A1 or 7018A1 for SMAW shall not be used for sour service applications without post-weld heat treatment. So if you use, you must do the PWST. All electrode shall be purchased with certified lot testing in accordance with A5.01 and BSc and ISO 14344. The lot classification shall be S2, T2, C2, F2 or higher. The schedule of testing shall be 4 or I or higher, and for AWA 5.01 and schedule 4 or higher for BSc and ISO 14344. For sour service application, all welding related to ISO 15156 shall be followed. Note that for sour service, carbon steel welding consumable containing more than 1.1% mass fraction nickel are not acceptable. Now, this lot number S2, T2, this schedule 4, this might be looking hard for you. So I will explain one by one these two requirements in little bit of detail. You can stop the slide and you can read it. For sour service application, 1.1% mass fraction nickel are not acceptable. What is this mass fraction nickel? For sour service application, as per MR 0175, the maximum nickel content in the weld and base metal is limited to 1%. This is the meaning. The restriction has been in place for many years. Although exact reasons are unclear, adding nickel to carbon manganese steel is believed to cause the following defects or following issues. Formation of acicular ferrite. The structure improves strength and toughness. The best effect is usually seen or below 1% nickel. The conversion of polygonal ferrite or acicular ferrite for more nickel encourages this transformation. Formation of martensite and austenite. When nickel exceeds 1%, the phases increase. After heat treatment, they can turn into carbide and ferrites. So it will increase the hardness and risk of sulfite stress cracking, which is dangerous for sour service. So if you check these three reasons, the third one, what I mentioned, is more serious. when nickel increase, after the heat treatment they can turn into carbide and ferrite, which includes hardness and increase the risk of sulfide stress cracking, SSC. Because of the risk of SSC, the 1% nickel limit is strictly maintained. Other requirements are from AWS A5.01 for filler metal, and if you go there you can see that all welding consumables must be purchased with a proof that they have passed this following quality test according to either AWS A5.01 or BSEN ISO 14344. The lot classification. What are lot classification? They said and it should be at least S2, T2, C2 and F2. What is S? S is for solid welding consumable. And what is a lot class? Ask me section 2C. A lot class is a 2 characters designation consisting a letter representing the form of consumable and a number designating how the grouping of a quality of consumable into single lot is allowed. So let us read the requirement of S2. It is for solid welding consumables fillerwares. The quantity not exceeding 45,000 kg or 100,000 pound of one fully metallic solid welding consumable classification per lot, I mean size, form, temper produced in 24-hour consecutively scheduled production. So per day, if you take 24-hour, within 24-hour the quantity of fillerware shall not be increased 45,000 kg. Consecutive normal work shift for one heat is defined in 3.4 from the controlled chemical composition. So similar condition, same condition exists for lot T2, which is for tubular cored electrode and rods. Lot C2 is covered electrode. You can see that means within 24 hours the manufacturer should not produce for more than 45,000 kg. Give a minimum requirement for service. You must buy any electrode which should consist of this lot S2, T2, C2 and F2 or better. The third condition is level of testing, which is schedule 4 or I. So what is schedule 4 or I? Results of the test called for table 2, I posted you the table 2 in the next slide. For the specific lot of consumables shall be supplied. These tests represent a consensus of those frequently requested for consumable classification. However, they do not necessarily include all the tests required for schedule 5 or J. These tests shall be performed as prescribed for that classification in the AWS standard. So this is the level of testing, how many tests are required. If you go to this slide, you can see AWS A5.01 4 or I. You see for carbon steel what are the tested. If you go this AWS A5.1, then you can find this 0.1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are the tests recommended for carbon steel fillerware. And then low alloy steel, what you need. You can read the description, and if you go to the corresponding clauses of A5.5, A5.4, what is mentioned here, you can easily find the test required for this. So in the material test certificate of electrode or fillerware, you must look for this. Finally, I am making a cheat sheet or a list of how to review the documents for welding consumable for sour service. This is, I think, important for you or useful for you, what you will be checking. You can read in detail. I will tell you overall, like check PO again, test certificate and WPS application, and then missing certificate for consumable without specific testing, then you can use hold, and ensure that existing electrodes to be meet required application or lot classification, and then don't wait until audit finds you before and use substandard electrode. This is not advisable for quality department at least. Then electrodes of the same designation are not the same, so you need to check in detail about their lot number, level of testing, all these things. Electrodes of the same designation with same specified test certificate verified may be used in the same application. Test report shall be carefully reviewed for each lot used and given a welding specification WPS to assure consumable meet the minimum required quality test certificate and have passed the required testing based on ASME section 2C requirements, SFA 5.1 or 5.5. Finally, the shielding gas requirement for the sour service. Shielding gas should conform to the requirement of AWS A5.32 or BSEN 14175. Carbon dioxide federal specification BCC01 type B or compressed air gas association. Argon also compressed gas association CGA G 11.1 grade A. Use of other gases and gas mixtures shall require the consulting service department approval from your client. Certificates attested for purity, check the dew point and moisture content, etc. So hope that's a huge discussion today about the sour service requirement. Sometime you may be not getting the way what are the special requirement for sour service, so you can go through my slides. If you are getting any help from my videos, I will be most obliged. Please don't forget to share and subscribe my channel, and don't forget to hit the like button. Thank you. Signing off for today. Showman.